What's up, Tap2K Nation? I'm your host, Tap2K. Let's get right into the news. Our first story is coming from the Atlanta Hawks and the Chicago Bulls, who had a quadruple overtime game. That's 4 overtimes. The Bulls beat them, the Hawks, I believe, 169 to 161. That's just off the top of my head, I don't remember. But point being is, today is Monday. Yesterday was Sunday. The Hawks and the Bulls rematched, where Trae Young got thrown out. Skinny little nerd with the unibrow got thrown out of the game for simply looking at Chris Dunn wrong. Roll the footage.
Handed out to Chris Dunn and Trae Young. I think Dunn took a little exception. Threw the elbow at Trae for shooting that ball after the timeout. Then a little shove to the back of the head. And Dunn and Trae Young are going to get technicals here. It's the 3. And that's for Chicago to take a timeout. And Trae Young had the stare down and looks back and says, whoa, I got a technical for that? And on a second technical, this one for taunting.
The NBA has gotten far too soft these days, guys. Trae Young stared a guy down and got a second technical and got thrown out of the game. If that's the case, when James Harden stared down Wesley Johnson after he crossed him up last year.
Did you think it was certain to work? I thought it was going to be hard. Oh, did you think it was certain to work? I thought it was going to be hard. Oh, he stared at Wesley Johnson, and then he hits a 3.
That should have been technical. And every time someone dunks on somebody and stares at him, that should be a technical. But none of it should be a technical. You should just be able to have fun and stare someone down if you hit an emphatic dunk on them. What's most ridiculous is that the NFL does pretty much 99% of things completely wrong. The NFL sucks. But guess what? The one thing NFL got right, I believe, last offseason or 2 off seasons ago, they put in a rule to where you could taunt to a certain extent. Now, it's not enough still. I wish you could taunt even more than you could, but still, the fact that you can't even stare at somebody now, it's ridiculous. The NBA's gone too soft. Our next story of the day comes from NBA MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, Andrew Bogut? Not really, but the NBL, National Basketball League? I don't even know what that stands for. It's in Australia. They have a league. Andrew Bogut went to the Sydney Kings in Australia. He won the NBA or NBL MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in Australia, which I feel like doesn't say a whole lot about the NBL. But either way, he is going to make a return to the Phoenix Suns, according to sorry, I got a little one story ahead. He's going to make a return to the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors and the Sixers were in the runnings to sign him. And it looks like he's going to be coming back to the Warriors. And let me tell you, Boogie Cousins, he's moving a little slow. Can't play much defense. Has absolutely zero lateral quickness. So they're going to need that Defensive Player of the Year in the NBL to come and be a Defensive Player of the Year in the NBA. Too bad it's not going to happen. But still a good pickup for the Warriors. Like they even need it, but whatever. I personally think the Warriors need a good wing. I think Iguodala is close to being shot, and Livingston, he pretty much is shot. Quinn Cook's got to be your backup point guard now for the Warriors. Well, Livingston's pretty much done. Iguodala, I would be surprised if he played next year, to be honest. But either way, our next story of the day, and this one's a little bit interesting. The owner of the Suns, Robert Sarver. Okay, so let me try to explain this. I'll put the article on the screen, but the general consensus of the story is that Diana Taurasi, one of the great WNBA players, I believe plays for the Phoenix Suns WNBA team, the Phoenix team. Yeah, the Phoenix Mercury. She is considered one of the greatest, if not the greatest WNBA players ever. That being said, Robert Sarver said, you know what, and this has happened in the past, it'd be a good idea to put goats in my GM's office because Diana Taurasi is such a goat. We need our GMs to realize we need goats of our own. So he one day the GM walked into his office and there was goats everywhere in his office. And according to reports, they pooped all over the place, and it was pretty nasty. But yeah, it was a little bit of a reach by the owner of the Suns to put goats in the office because there's a WNBA player goat, and you need a goat on the Suns. I don't know. I don't really get the story. Just wanted to let you know that there's goats, and they pooped, and that has to do with basketball. So there's that story. And our final story of the day comes from the Los Angeles Lakers, where, according to the reports, Luke Walton is to be fired at the end of the year. To me, complete BS. LeBron does this every single team he goes to. He's a coach killer, and I think the Lakers would have been, honestly, I'm a Kings fan, I'm a Kings homer. I think the Lakers, if they didn't get LeBron and they had Lonzo, Ingram, Kuzma, Hart, if they kept Julius Randle, they would have been a better team than the Kings this year. Which the Kings are in the 9th seed, they're fighting for the 8th seed. I don't know if the Clippers are going to be able to sustain their success, considering they traded Tobias Harris, although the Kings have lost the Clippers 4 times this year. And the last one was without Tobias Harris, so the Clippers are still good. The Kings are fighting for that 8th spot. The Spurs are in the 7th spot. Clippers are in 8th. Kings are in 9th. I think the Lakers are in 11th now. Yeah, I think the Lakers would have been better off without LeBron, me personally. I think Luke Walton was coaching that team just fine. Some of his rotations were a little weird at times, but I think LeBron came in and pretty much killed it. And I don't think Luke Walton deserves to be fired. So it is what it is. I mean, it's not my team. I'm not going to worry about it, but I think Luke Walton's getting shafted here, personally. But, yeah. Not working out in LA. LeBron's probably not going to make the playoffs. Chaos and anarchy is ensuing. And all LeBron cares about is dancing to 2 Chainz. Alright guys, well that is our news video for today. If you guys enjoyed the news video and you want more of these, I am happy to do them. It's a little nice being able to do NBA stuff and not have to just play 2K. It's like it gives me a mental break from just grinding on this game all the time. So if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like down below, comment something, subscribe if you are new, help grow the channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Mwah. I love you. Oh, damn. Well, that didn't work, so I'll end with a jumper. It didn't work either. Well, I'll just go out of the camera then. See you guys.